If you ever wondered what a service dog does, or what it takes to become a service dog, what about how you should behave when you see one, or why they wear signs that say "Do not pet"? It is Jose here from Train Me Please, and today I am super happy to be collaborating with the amazing Laura from the YouTube channel DOGGY-U. She's got a lot of really cool content that can help anyone living with a dog. So after watching this video, please head over to her channel and check it out. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Laura from DOGGY-U, and I've been training and placing service dogs around the country and the world for the past 15 years. A service dog, as we call them in the US, sometimes called an assistance dog in other countries, is a dog who is specially trained to do work or perform a task for a person with a disability. These dogs often allow their handler to lead more supported and independent lives. Service dogs can be trained for all types of disabilities. You may see a service dog assisting a person in a wheelchair with opening doors or retrieving items, or you may see a dog guiding a person who is blind or visually impaired. But remember, not all disabilities are visible. Service dogs can also be trained to assist with responding to seizures or other medical events, notifying their handler of low blood sugar, retrieving medication at a certain time of day for a person with a psychiatric disability, performing deep pressure therapy during a panic attack, or creating space in public for a person with PTSD. Fully training a service dog typically takes around 2 years when starting from puppyhood, but it can easily take up to 3 years for the dog to really know their job in all environments and situations. Regulations regarding registration and testing vary from country to country, but in the US, there's no registration or testing required. However, I always recommend that you take your dog through the American Kennel Club's Canine Good Citizen testing track, including the CGC-A and the CGC-U. These objective tests are a great way to be sure that you've trained your dog to a high level so that they can be successful out in public. So what should you do if you do see a service dog out in public? First, give them lots of space. It can be tempting to get closer to admire the dog, but it's much better if you keep distance and admire from afar. Avoid making prolonged eye contact with the service dog, talking to it, or cooing at it. And if you happen to be interacting with a person with a service dog, remember to never pet the dog and always speak to the handler and not to the dog. You want to treat the dog like any other piece of medical equipment. You wouldn't reach out and touch another person's wheelchair or ask to play with their glucose monitor, so don't do it to a working dog. Even though service dogs are trained to a high level, distracting a service dog can hurt the handler by causing the dog to miss a task. This is especially true for new dog handler teams or for young dogs. For instance, if you call to a guide dog right when they're reaching the top of a set of stairs, that could delay them indicating the stairs to their blind handler, which could put the handler in danger. So it's always best to give space and ignore the dog. Even dogs who look like they're resting because they're laying by their handler's feet, they're still actively working, so we want to ignore them too. You'll often see labs and Goldens used by many programs and owner trainers for service dog work. That's because they tend to have a very high success rate in regards to having the temperament required for a service dog. However, there are no breed requirements when it comes to service dog work. That being said, most dogs aren't cut out for the challenging public access environments that a service dog needs to work in. A service dog needs to be able to be comfortable out in public, in crowds, on a variety of surfaces, with a variety of noises, and in many different situations, some of which can be really unpredictable. Think of asking a dog to perform complex behaviors while walking through a crowded fairground with tons of fun smells, people dressed in costume, farm animals, and loud tractors. And they need to be able to perform their tasks in this situation as well. Now, people will often think that these dogs are all work and no play. But in reality, service dogs enjoy accompanying their humans throughout their day. And then when they go home and take their vests off for the day, they're also just dogs. They run, play, go on walks, and do dog stuff. Not a bad life for a working service dog who can truly make a difference in the life of their handler.
A mega thanks to Laura for doing this collaboration video with me. Could you leave a comment down below with the keyword service? That will let me and Laura know that you watched the video to this point. Next, I think you will like this video here. Obrigado, pessoal. Ciao.